Midtown. My name's Will.
I'm Ket.
And today we're going to talk about New Brew Thursday. We're going to present a couple of beers you can find right here at Midtown in our cooler. So Ket, what's the first one?
Well, let's try something local first with the Rainy Days Mind Funk Stout. It is a white stout. It's a Mind Funk.
Yes, is a beer that has all the flavor profile of a stout, but you'll see here when Ket pours it, it doesn't look like one.
So didn't this win like a first place at a beer festival that you were at?
This one?
Was it the Mind Funk?
No.
Was it Crazy Brew? Or the
Strange Brew?
Strange Brew, there you go.
I don't know. That's entirely possible, but Rainy Days always has a good showing there, for sure.
Well, I've never tried it in a can, but I know I had it on tap, and it was amazing. So
yeah,
it's been a couple years.
It is entirely possible that this was showcased there. They won last year. So check out Strange Brew, absolutely. You will find some very interesting beers.
Smells like coffee?
Very much. Lots of coffee on the nose. Yeah, you'd never believe you're drinking something that is completely yellow and fizzy, but yeah.
No, it tastes like a stout, but drinks like a, just an ale.
Yeah, it's very easy to quaff.
And I think on my notes here, sorry, stepping on you. I think it said it's brewed with cold brewed coffee. That's right.
Right, and that's where those strong coffee notes on the nose and in the flavor profile come from. Yeah, really not bad at all.
These guys are from Paulsbo, Silverdale area.
Another one of the Paulsbo breweries.
Yeah.
And they actually just had their 9th anniversary where they brewed an imperial version of this very beer, the Imperial Mind Funk. I think they call it 9 Funk for their 9th anniversary. That is limitedly available right now. You can get it at their tap room, and I've heard that it may be out and about. We don't have any, but we're going to see if we can track some down. If you can, try the Mind Funk, try the 9 Funk.
Yeah, and actually pre-COVID, there were talks with Kenny back when he worked for him to have a Midtown collaboration with Rainy Days.
We might have to get back into
maybe
something like that.
Once we get going again, we can talk about that with them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What else have we got?
All right, let's go to an IPA. We got a Bale Breaker Clarity Rarity. You say that 10 times.
Clarity Rarity.
Release number 6. So I missed the first 5. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I have not actually had any of these series either.
Bale Breaker Brewery.
We've had a couple Bale Breaker beers on.
Out of Eastern Washington.
Yeah. But not this particular series. So usually when you see an IPA series like this, it's going to be the same grain bill, the same malts, and what they're going to do is they're going to change their hop varieties or quantities to do different iterations on the series. So we've had a couple of beers like that. Head Full of Dynamite is one that people know from.
Bindle Punk.
Bindle Punk is another one that we've had. So yeah, here we're going to try number 7, you said?
Number 6.
Number 6. Ooh, a little spicy. That
get a little smell of fruitiness off the get-go.
Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of fruit smell in the nose. That mouthfeel is very intense. Again, coming from those hops. I wonder what this Amarillo in here. What is this? No, it doesn't say. But yeah, it definitely notes apricot and other fruit flavors. They're really coming through.
Yeah, you're the hoppy guy, so I'm.
Yeah, like I said,
can't add too much input except for it's delicious.
Yeah, kind of the drier, kind of back of the mouth feel for the hops in this variety. Not super hoppy. That's the one thing I say. It's not bitter.
No, not
it's
at all.
It's not a pucker up.
Smooth.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Good stuff. Moving on. Something a little more foreign.
Yes.
I'm not going to try to say it.
Chimay.
There you go.
This is a Trappist ale.
Yes.
And there are only a handful of actual Trappist breweries around. This is definitely one of them.
This is the premier. We also have the what's the blue label?
Grand Reserve.
The Grand Reserve as well. What it says is actually brewed in a Trappist abbey, and that the majority of the income is meant for social aid. So
there you go. Yeah, and a lot like the European stuff that we were talking about last time, these are going to be brewed the same way for hundreds of years. These are brewed by Trappist monks. That's what they take. I got you right here. This is, yeah, so to have that Trappist label, you know, there are. Oh, hey, look at that.
Let's try and.
There we go. So it's a little heady. Keep that in mind. This is going to be a little carbonated.
I think I'm just a bad bartender.
Well,
but, you know, 1862 is where we're at.
There you go.
All right. Actually excited to try this one.
And again, you can smell the sweetness right in the nose. Yep.
Oh yeah, it's real fruity right up front there.
One of the things you'll find with these Trappist ales, that slightly astringent kind of quality where it's very clean. Not a lot of that malt body. It kind of gets out of the way.
Is that yeasty? Is that
a little yeasty? Yep.
Is that
and honestly, this is one of those beers where you can kind of taste the alcohol content. And again, that's where that astringent flavor comes from. It doesn't cover it up with hops or barley. This is a much more subtle flavor profile.
No, it's keeps you all nice and warm and fuzzy inside.
But and again, to that point, it is quite carbonated. I mean, you can feel it on your tongue. You know, even when you take a little sip, it bubbles up, releases all those flavors. That's what you want.
Yeah, and it goes to profits go to a good cause, or at least the majority of it.
There you go.
Tasty. All right. What do we got next? Looks like we got a hopped cider.
Hopped cider. All right. I'm going to grab a glass right over here.
It says it's made with Galaxy hops and pure Pacific Northwest apples from Square Mile Cidery Brewery. Cidery. Out of Portland, Oregon.
So, I've made a hop cider myself. It's actually relatively easy to do, and anyone can make cider. It's just apples, yeast in a fermenter, and you're kind of done. But I took some hops that I picked up at the brew store and added them in after the primary fermentation, let them flavor through, and it really does add a lot. If you're not a big cider drinker, but you like beer, hop cider is a really good way to find a balance because you're going to get those hoppy notes, those flavors that you like from beer, but obviously in a totally different package. On the nose, apple, but it's a little subdued.
Yeah, I don't smell the hops in it.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's really dry.
It is dry.
It'd go really good with some of our pork belly bites.
That would be good.
Pork and cider.
Hey.
What's that?
On that note, thank you, Micah. Look at that.
Oh, hey. Ask and you shall receive.
Okay, well, there we go. This is exactly what we were talking about. Flavor pairings.
Well, if you guys don't know, we are a restaurant as well, and we sell delicious food. I came up with this weird concoction of pork belly and Chinese barbecued pork. And
yeah, that's another thing, too, is the current plating is including a Chinese mustard. We used to do kind of a pickle option.
And I actually use, not this cider, but I use a cider and Chinese hot mustard and Granny Smith apples to make the hot mustard.
Apples and pork always pair really well. So yeah, apple
Classic.
into our Chinese mustard there. So if we're going to do a little taste test here.
Yeah, let's try it. I haven't had one in a long time.
Let's see here. We put these two together. Ooh, yeah, I haven't had it with the mustard yet. I literally have not tried a belly bite with mustard yet. So this is going to be new for me too. All right. Oh, man. With the pork belly, you got that sweetness.
Since it's so dry and everything, it actually washes it down perfectly.
And then a little bit of that vinegary, sour bit from the mustard.
So the mustard's a play on the, like barbecue pork. You get hot mustard and ketchup and sesame seeds and this is kind of it's a repurposed barbecue pork recipe from the China First days, and I made it into a pork belly marinade. So
yeah, you really can't go wrong. And again, excellent pairing, apple flavors, pork
and
flavors.
apple, you can't go wrong, man.
And if the mustard's a little hot, and it's not super hot, but if you find it's a little hot, this is an excellent way to wash it down. Well, I think we've done pretty good pairing there.
I think it works.
Well, anyway, thanks guys for stopping in with us, checking out a couple of beers. All of these are available in the cooler today. Right now, as are the pork bellies. You can come in and get those, grab a beer, try your own pairings. We've got other ciders to mix and match. If you haven't had the food in general, definitely come check it out. If you have, which I assume most of you have, then come try a new way to do it. Try the mustard.
Yep.
Get a beer.
Come try some ciders, beers. You can grab a 6-pack to go and receive 40% off.
Absolutely, we're really
trying
happy
to pivot a little more to the takeout crowd, as obviously with COVID and whatnot.
So yeah, like I said, everything is available for consumption here in the restaurant. Everything is available to take out to go. Just let us know, and like I said, grab a mix pack, 6 or more, and you get that 40% discount. If you take singles out, it's 20% off. Really not a bad way to build your home selection, or like I said, get that new Brew Thursday check-in.
And if you have any comments to leave below as far as new breweries to try out, to where we can actually go and pick up beer from them, and so we can showcase some stuff that's not widely distributed, we'd love to hear from you.
Absolutely. This is a great way for you guys to give feedback directly to us. We're going to see it because we're making these videos. We're checking on every week, so let us know.
All right. Cheers.
Indeed. Now I'm empty. Oh, I can fix that. Cheers, guys.